What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday. Just going to talk a little bit. I want to thank you all again. Um, I achieved something else just this morning when checking my email and stuff. I got my first order from Africa. It means nothing, but it does to me. Someone from Africa, South Africa, has ordered Indrima. I'll send it out later today, but it's just it's a little personal thing in my head that I've been, kind of, you know, keeping track of how many places on this planet um, have have music that I've made, and it's just cool. It's cool. It's a personal a triumph. So man, I'd love to get an order from India. That would be cool. I've said it in a video before. It'd be great to get someone from Africa to. It would be cool to touch Africa, and I have. Maybe it's one person, but I still did it, and I wanted to share that with you. Um, I am just getting up. My sleep pattern is way whack. So on Facebook last night, something kind of interesting happened. I posted that the antiquarium is going out of business and it's almost gone. But the back room is the 25-cent room. The back room was the dollar room, but now everything back there is a quarter. And this was back there. I've got 2 copies of it, but it's in immaculate shape. So I posted the fact that I was playing it last night, and this young man made a comment saying he was jealous. I said, "Oh, do you want it?" And they couldn't believe me. So as you folks that watch me know, right now money is tight, partially because I'm spending a lot of money getting the record out, even though you pay for the postage, you know what I'm saying? But the other parts of that, then the antiquarium closing, it's kind of like I had to go down there and take advantage of that. It's like they're closing. So whereas last year when I was working, I would just offer this for someone for free. But if someone needs a copy of this and you're willing to pay the postage, I wouldn't even ask you to give me a quarter for it. I paid a quarter for this. It's in excellent condition. Somebody in the VC need a copy of this? Personal message me. If you're willing to pay the postage for it, it's yours. Along the same lines, here's another one. Pete Bardens, he was in Camel, and before that he was in Them with Van Morrison. Man has a long track record regarding British rock. I found this for a quarter. I have it already. Seen on Earth. This is a little more on the new age side of prog, but it has some very nice cuts. It's in real decent shape. It just needs to be cleaned up. I paid a quarter for this. If someone wants to pay me postage, maybe give me a quarter for it, message me and I'll send it to you. Okay? I have to do it like this now, folks, because I'm skint, as they say. And I love the British slang. I do. I love slang anyway. Also, Scott Brownell, who recently sent me some wonderful VCLT, sent me this, Blue Matter by John Scofield, and I already have it. This is a very good album. Good jazz, very good jazz. Great guitarist who played with Miles Davis. If anyone wants this and you're willing to pay postage for it, personal message me. That's how I can do the BC Love Train right now. Other than that, the main thing going on is music business. And things are going okay. I'm slowly going through, and that's partially what I like. Just like everybody else, I do a certain amount of comfort listening where I listen to records that I love. But a lot of what I like to do is listen for discovery. Listen a lot to music I haven't heard before. I still have a lot of music in my house that I haven't listened to yet. And so when I have an opportunity to do something like this, which is to get a bulk of records at a low price, I'm in heaven, because that's what I like to do, is to explore, to find, well, what have we here? What's good here? What's not good? And I'll just mention a couple things because I'm going to keep it short here. One of the records I bought that didn't have a cover but just had this is Mike Geronimo. Turns out this is some old hip hop that I had never heard. That I like it. It's like, I mean, I do like hip hop. I'm just not much in the mood for it. It just makes me think of a lot of things that I don't want to think about. Okay, it's just the way it is for me. But this is really, I really enjoyed it. Mike Geronimo, or Mick. And it's one of those deals where this came out in 1997 or 8. And it's very typical hip-hop, where there's a million different producers, everyone from Sean Puffy Combs to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is on here. I'm trying to find the date. 1997. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not often in the mood, you know, but it was good. It was good hip-hop. Let's look over here, and I'll just grab a couple here. Well, I found that label, actually, I wanted to tell you about. Oh, geez, I got a few things. Okay, let's grab these. Excuse me, folks. I just make it up as I go. This is not calculated. Some people do continue to misread me. This is not calculated. Okay, this is, I think about what I'm saying, but this is not calculated. Like some people just really, you know, you're just way off. You're way off, you know. I'll say it again. I am responsible for what I say. I am not responsible for what you understand and don't understand. And some of you seem to be determined to not get it. Feeling, starring Donna Paul. Music by Layla. On Reflex. And I like this. I like this better than the long player Layla that I bought recently. Reflex is Aphex Twins label. Anytime I can find some Reflex that I can afford it, I grab it. And this is good. The cover, there's only one song that really looks like the cover. This is really spacious. It's not really that R&B. Kinky Rollins, Born Funky. This was more on the house side of things, but the track is pretty good. Now, yesterday I found some things in the quarter room, and the Genesis was one, Peter Barton's was another. Here's another one that I bought. Keine Ahnung Plastik. This goes back to 1983. Really sounds dated, but it was only a quarter, and it was a German import, and it's electronic. Sounds really dated, but again, it was only a quarter. Now, this was a find. Sort of a find. I have to fix it. Back in the quarter room, when I pulled these out, Joe's eyes bugged because he said, "How did I miss these?" I said, "I guess you didn't go through this pile." On Folkways. What's his first name? Bob Everhart. I'll bet you Glass Orchid Aftermath, you have these for a quarter. Folkways. Now, the deal on this one is the reason why it was back there. It's warped. But I know how to fix warps. Big deal. It's in good shape otherwise. But I also found this by Bob Everhart on Folkways, and this is a double album. Well, no, it's not a double album, but there's two Folkways records jammed in here. This one is in very good condition. Wow. So I'm going to go down there, back down to Antiquarium today and see if I can find the other cover. So there's two different Everhart albums in here. They're all on Folkways. I got these for a quarter. This is in almost in perfect condition. For a quarter. And then jammed inside of here, along with that, is Bob Everhart International. So there's probably, the cover for this is probably still down there. When I go to the post office, I intend to afterwards to go down to the antiquarium and hang for a while and look some more. But these were a nice find for $1. Some of the other dollar techno, drum and bass too. I got a bunch of drum and bass as well. Of the stuff that I got that I've been listening to, this is something else that I really like is Angel, Alanis, and Casper Weiss, Old People Causing Accidents. This is on the techno side, but this is good. This is a good label. A Squared Music. After hearing this, I went back. I got this the first time. Went back and got all the other A Squareds. Excuse me. Dave Robertson, Cutting Down, Boat Race. This is good. Oh, it doesn't show. Jejun versus Vescatia, Apogee. Novascape. This is dope. Now, one of the things about this music is that, you have to take a break because, unless you're in the club, after a while, the beat gets annoying. Like everyone, I have a heartbeat and I love the beat, but I really do like ambience and I like sound. When sound is put together nicely, I can listen to that a long time without getting tired. Here's something else that's really good. Southern Outpost, Transmigration. I see that Turntablist, I watched your video and then also see that you watched some of this, and I agree with you, man, that, see, for me, these records have been down there at the antiquarium forever, but at full price, and they don't have a listening room. And for full price, which is anywhere from $7 to $20, I can't afford to take a chance. But if I lived in LA or San Francisco where they have this stuff in the cheap bins all the time, I'd be snapping that shit up all the time, And what I intend to do is somehow pass on the stuff I don't like, or I like least. Like, for example, here's some house, and I'm just not house. DJ Heather, this is house. Great cover. 2 records. It's not imaginative enough for me to want to listen to. It's so purposeful about dancing and meeting someone, and that aspect of it it takes away from my imagination. So this is one that can go pass on. I got 2 of these on Ohm, knowing it would be what I don't like, but it was 2 of 3. Naked Music. Nice cover. Played one of these, and I'll listen to these again before I say these are, because I like the cover. The ladies, that's a nice shot. So I'm hoping I can come around to maybe these. But the house, I'm going to be separating that and be offering, if someone's interested. And again, same deal. You want to pay for the postage, you can have that stuff. I'll get back to it, okay? This was the label I told you about yesterday that I found several. Mouseville. It's techno, but this is real good. Ceres D is the moniker that the guy goes on these records. And I got 4 or 5 of the releases, and everyone is slams. Here's one. All of these are dope. Ceres D on Mouseville. Yeah, I got 5 of them. Pleasant find, pleasant find. So, besides working, filling record orders, practicing with it in Dreama, working on my backing tracks and tapes for Dreama. We use backing tracks. I use sound effects loops. I'm updating my loop. I thought I had lost my loop pedal. I didn't. Thank God. So those are some things I'm doing. This is supposed to be the last nice day in Omaha, so obviously I got work to do. I'm going to get out and do some walking as well as the work. Have a good day, folks. I love you all.